Owaka, buddy, you really need to start learning how to run a shop and price things effectively, because your prices just because of someone's wedding, a wedding that I do not want to happen, by the way, they're outrageous! How do you expect to sell things this way? Oh, hey guys, RuppDat here, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy X. Sorry, I was just trying to drill it into Owaka's head that he needs to be a better salesman. Don't you? Anyway, in the last episode, I started off by showing you guys that I got a new overdrive for Owaka through playing Blitzball, and we made it through almost the entirety of Macalania Woods, which is very nice. So in this episode, we are actually going to get out of the woods now. Wow, voice crack. Ugh.
Wait.
Huh?
It is here. Somewhere.
What's here?
What's here?
Something you should see.
But, Sir Auron...
Aren't you the guy who's always telling us to...
It won't take long.
I was gonna say, aren't you the guy that's always telling us that we need to keep hurrying because we need to get to Xanderkin now? Whoa. Apparently, Auron makes a very good lumberjack of crystal trees. So he's going to open up this side pathway that we do have to go down, unfortunately. So we're not out of the woods just yet. Wow, that saying finally has a meaning. Interesting. Before I proceed any further, I highly suggest having a party of at least Lulu and Auron. You can use anyone else in your party as you wish. I'm going to go with Lulu and Auron for my entire duration of what's about to come up. And I will probably rotate my third member as I see fit. You will see why in a few moments. So, we've got this little lake place here. Gotta love how beautiful everything in Macalania Woods looks, even if it does come with its dangers.
Place. It's just water, isn't it?
This is what spheres are made of.
Oh, really?
It absorbs and preserves people's memories.
That's quite interesting.
What's that?
That thing does not look friendly, whatever it is.
Fiends are also attracted to these places.
So you purposely led us into a boss fight. Way to go, Auron. Oh, anyway. This is the Spheromorph. I'm not going to bother getting someone out here that has a sensor to try and look at this thing, because honestly, this thing is immune to sensors anyway, so the stats that are appearing on screen now are its official stats, courtesy of the Final Fantasy Wiki page. So, thank you to them. So, you're going to have to trust me on this. The Spheromorph is a very unique fiend. It has a constantly changing elemental weakness. And that's its weakness, pretty much. You need to figure out what element it is and take care of it that way. All it really has at its disposal is a weak magic attack on whatever element it currently is that it uses as a counterattack to physical attacks, and otherwise some normally weak physical attacks. I'm just going to go ahead and steal with Riku and get an ether out of this guy. As he attacks Lulu, who's got high evasion. Yeah, like that's going to work. The reason why I said have Lulu and Auron out, Auron, of course, he's going to be your physical muscle, because that's pretty much his main job. Plus, attacking him, the Spheromorph, will get you to see exactly what element this guy is. So, he used Blizzard, so he's currently the ice element. So with Lulu, we're going to use its polar opposite, Fira, and fry this thing. Boom! Now, of course, every time you do hit it with a spell it's weak to, it will use Elemental Shift to change its weakness. So you gotta keep physically attacking it to see what element it is before moving on. Let's get RuppDat in here and get a cheer going just to power up Auron's attacks. This thing is physically resistant to an extent. But of course, you need to physically attack it to find out what element this thing is using. I'm gonna go ahead and put haste on both Auron and Lulu to help speed up this process. So it's now using water. Good thing I did not physically attack with RuppDat because it would absorb the water from Brotherhood. But since I know for a fact that it is a water element now, let's launch a Thundara at it. And another elemental shift. Wonderful. This thing's got 12,000 HP, but if you keep going with this tactic, this fight honestly won't take long. The sad thing is, when I was younger, this actually was a pretty challenging fight to me, but that was before I mean, I was still a little kid. I didn't really know the trick to this fight. But I'm older, and now I know what's going on, so it's... Yeah, apparently sometimes it will do an elemental shift, but not actually change its element. I guess that's just to try and throw you off. But yeah, this thing's just trying to be tricky and... Oh, press. I guess that kind of does have slightly powerful physical attack. I guess I should probably start spamming cheer more. Anyway, you saw Auron briefly regain HP there, and he's got a bit of purple shine around him. The reason for that is I gave him a regen bracer that I found. So,
it absorbs all spells except its one weakness.
Wait, I used Thundara, didn't I? Even though I should have used Fira. That's what I get for talking and not paying attention. Let's go ahead and use a Mega Potion just to be on the safe side here. Go ahead and use Cheer again, too. But yeah, I gave Auron a regen bracer, which basically means he has an auto regen. So he will, every time his turn ends, he'll automatically regain a little bit of HP. So let's try this again. There we go. Now I'm paying attention. Thank you, commentary, for derailing me. Uh-oh, here comes the press. And it is now using Thunder. Which means with Lulu, I'm going to use Watera. This Spheromorph really is an interesting enemy just because it can do these elemental shifts. So, it can be a little challenging if you don't figure out what to do, but honestly, if you know what you're doing, this thing is a walk in the park. And it's still Thunder, apparently. So, Elemental Shift again. And it's going to physically attack RuppDat now. And fail. So get another cheer going. And attack. So now it's flipped to water, apparently. Which means Thundara time. And there you go. As I said, if you know what to do with this fight, the Spheromorph is no challenge at all. And this is going to melt back into the sphere pool from whence it came. And we are now free. Yeah, thanks for leading us right into that boss battle, Auron. I really appreciate it. Check Sphere. Now I see why you brought us here. Ooh, a level 2 key sphere out of that too. And a white ring. Nice.
Whoa, this is old. Don't know if you can play it back.
Jacked left it here 10 years ago.
Oh, really?
Play it back.
As you wish, Auron. So let's see what our old man has to say.
What are you taking?
Well, you said it was going to be a long trip. We'll be seeing a lot of neat things, right? So I thought I'd record it all in this.
That's what Auron looked
To
like
show
when
to
he
my
was
wife and
younger.
kid, you know.
This is no pleasure cruise.
Hey, Braska. Ain't this supposed to be a grand occasion? We're the cheering fans, the crying women.
Proof that Jack doesn't understand
This is it.
Spira.
Too many goodbyes. People think twice about leaving.
If you say so. Well, it better be a lot more colorful when we come back. A parade for Braska, vanquisher of sin.
And there was a parade.
We should go. Day will break soon.
Oh, jacked.
Auron, could you stand closer to him?
And now Braska's got the camera, apparently.
Good. That should do it.
Lake Macalania.
What's the matter? Afraid I might bite?
I wouldn't put it past you, Jack.
Braska, you should take one too. It'll make a great gift for little Yuna.
I suppose.
Lord Braska, we shouldn't be wasting our time like this.
What's the hurry, man?
Jack kind of sounds like a
Let me tell
hippie.
you what the hurry is.
Auron.
Such a cohesive unit, aren't they?
What's the point? He wasn't on some pleasure cruise.
That's what
I
Auron
think
said.
there's more.
Oh joy, more. So what else did you do, Jack? Eat a bowl of cereal in the morning? Oh hey, this place.
Hey, if you're sitting there watching this, it means you're stuck in Spira like me. You might not know when you'll get back home, but you better not be crying. Although I guess I'd understand. But you know what? There's a time when you have to stop crying and move on. You'll be fine. Remember, you're my son. And, well, never mind, I'm no good at these things.
You had a pretty good message going there for us, and then you kind of let it go to shit.
Anyways, I believe in you. Be good. Goodbye.
Thank you, Jack. That was quite
He
interesting.
sounded almost serious, but it was too late.
He was serious. Jack had already accepted his fate.
His fate?
Jack, he was always talking about going home to Xanarkand. That's why he took all those pictures, to show them to you when he returned. But as he journeyed with us, and came to understand Spira and Braska's resolve, it happened gradually, but Jack changed. He decided he would join Braska in his fight against sin.
So then, he gave up going home?
That was his decision.
I guess I understood. My old man, he knew there was no way back home. Back to Xanarkand. He wanted to go home, but he knew he couldn't. He couldn't go on until he accepted it. Besides, even if he had found a way back, I don't think he would have left his friends behind before their journey was complete.
Sound familiar?
Let's go, guys! Maybe I had to start accepting my own fate.
That's the spirit. But that's not the only Jack sphere. They're actually hidden all over Spira, and we've unlocked the seals that once bound them by knocking out the Spheromorph. So, we'll be able to go back and hunt them down later. But, another bonus, all the Jack spheres we find give Auron new overdrives, which is very nice. So, he is able to do a lot
Wait.
more. What now, Auron?
Jack loved you.
Oh, come on, please!
He just didn't know how to express it, he said.
Enough about my old man, okay?
I just thought you should know.
Okay.
Thank you for telling me, I guess. But now that we are done here, there is really only one thing left to do. And that is get out of the woods, which is just a very simple walk up this way. And now we are at Lake Macalania, with a Rin's travel agency right nearby. Hey, Glasgow!
Hi there.
What's up?
Would you look at this? They always leave me behind.
Hey, we're back in the woods. You're actually ahead of them.
You want me to scratch you? There. Good boy.
How'd you know what it wanted?
I've always been able to tell how chocobos feel. Maybe I'd make a better chocobo breeder than chocobo knight, huh? Hey, what job do you see me doing?
Honestly, the job of a chocobo breeder.
Yeah, I think so too. You know, I might just give it a try.
You don't really look like you're cut out for the chocobo knight business anyway. That treasure chest we'll be able to get later. Oh, come on! Seriously? Well, it does present us with some new enemies. I just wish it didn't have to come right now. Anyway, Evil Eye, Ice Flan, Snow Wolf. I honestly think they're kind of self-explanatory at this point. Ice Flan, I believe, is launching Blizzara spells at you, so keep that in mind. Yeah, I'm gonna cut this battle. Alright, now that we got that out of the way,
Curse that Rin for taking up a place like this. He'll be rich by tomorrow, all on account of this celebration thing.
you know what?
What? You buying something from me?
Maybe next time.
Yeah, should have expected as much.
You ever think Rin's making money because he owns what's pretty much Spira's equivalent to a hotel? Hotels make a lot of money, you know. I mean, look at all the money that hotels made from the people who went to Magfest. So here we've got another of these Albed compilation spears, which I am not going to be dealing with. And otherwise, we are pretty much done with this episode. We took out this Fury Morph and we made it out of Macalania Woods finally. So I've been RuppDat. Thank you for watching, and I will see you guys next time.